Hey, uh, my hair is, I don't know, tell me what you think. I'm not sure about it today. I'm not sure. I do gotta get a haircut though, because like, you can see in the back, like, it's almost down to, like, really, like, my fucking, like, my spine. Like, the top of my spine. But, here, let me put the camera down, because I feel like this is just a better way to format videos. So instead of watching me just walk around for the entire fucking video, you get to, look at me. So, I've been in my room for, like, 2 weeks, right? I have not talked to anybody in so long. It's like, alright, because that girl on my bus I was talking to, right? I hate her, she fucking hates me. Because all I do is ask for sex. And the reason all I do is ask for sex is because she's not good for anything else. She has no personality, she's stupid, right? Like, it's genuinely the only use she has to me. And she's like, why do you always ask? It's like, A, we're friends with benefits. That's implied to be, one of the reasons I'm fucking talking to you. And B, because you have no redeeming qualities. It's literally all you are good for. I genuinely can't stand her. We don't sit together anymore, right? Because I think we both, it was weird, because I feel like we both decided on the same day, right? Because she usually sits next to me. So, here, let me, like, demonstrate, right? So, I was just, like, up on the, like, bus seat like this, right? Just, like, like, across instead of, facing forward on the bus, I guess, right? So she just couldn't sit down. I was just sitting like this, right? And I was waiting for her to, like, get on, see me, and then just go sit somewhere else, because I think it's, like, very quick. Like, it was kind of clear for both of us that, like, right, this isn't working, right, just go. But she didn't even, like, approach me. She just sat in the seat in front of me. She didn't even, like, walk over, like, she didn't put her arms up, like, oh, that's it. Nope, she just didn't even look at me, just sat down in the seat in front of me. And then later, on the bus, right, so this was in the morning, in the afternoon, she came on, she sat down in the same spot, right, I sat down mine, and then she leaned over her seat, right, and she was like, I don't sit with you anymore. Right? And I was like, yeah. And I thought about it for a second. And I was like, do I? Right? So I leaned back over, right? Just like a couple seconds later. And I was like, like over the fucking seat. I was like, is it because I'm boring or is it because I just always ask for sex? Right? And she was like, a little bit of both, right? And I told her, I was like, I wouldn't always ask if you would just talk to me. Because that's the entire issue I have with her. She just doesn't talk to me. Right? And she was like, I tried. I was like, bitch, no you did not. What the like, what? I don't know. She's just, I can't stand her. I kind of hope she, like, just, God, some people are just so fucking full of themselves. Whatever, I'll be honest, it's just, like, I want to not care, but it's just living in my fucking head rent free, right? Because this was Friday, it's Saturday now, right? This was almost 24 hours ago, right? I've just been, I don't know, it's just living in my fucking head rent free, and it's, like, really bothering me. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is that, I'm, like, kind of fucking losing it, right? And, obviously, this is not the first time I've gone through this, right? When I say losing it, I don't mean it in the sense where it's, like, it's not, I don't feel, like, delusional, but I don't know, I feel like I'm just overthinking, like, because obviously, I'm not talking to anybody, so I'm just stuck alone in my room with nothing but my thoughts. And it is really starting to fucking get to me. I think I'm okay. I think I am. Like, listen, once Jameson and Jace get back from vacation, I can go play, like, Risk of Rain with them or something. I don't know, just anything. Really, I really, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, I talk to them. That's enough for me. I'm used to this. I'm used to just talking to nobody. Right? But for just such a prolonged period and absolute, like, and usually, like, it's the PS party, at least when I was in. Or, just, like, how do I put this? Like, I don't need a lot of just company, but I need company. Right? Like I said, 2 or 3 times a week I would talk to them. you know, we'd play a game, whatever, they'd get off, that was it. And that was fine, you know, that was, like, just barely enough to keep me alright. And now they're gone. And I literally just, like, the walls feel smaller. I'm listening to way too much Slipknot. That's another thing, like, I feel like, how do I put this? Like, this is gonna sound stupid, but I feel like it's kind of like a cycle, right? Because I'll be in a bad mood, right? And I'll listen to, like, you know, like heavy, like death metal, right? Like Duality by Slipknot, Wait and Bleed. Not really like a, alright, listen, the lyrics to this song aren't really like death metal-y, because it's a political song, but BYOB by System of a Down, just the sound of the song, it's like, it's heavy, right? So I'm in a bad mood, I'll listen to these songs, but just the heavy sound of these songs will put me in a worse mood, and it's just a cycle, right? Of just perpetually being in a worse mood. It's, like, Slipknot is amazing, right? I started listening to them, like, a couple weeks ago. They're fucking amazing, but god damn, they get me down. They get me down. Like, literally, I only listen to, like, Wait and Bleed if I'm just on the verge of fucking downing a bottle of pills. That's a joke. I'm not actually suicidal anymore. But, yeah. Like, the thoughts are there. I still think about it very often, but I'm not considering it. Like, it's not on the table. Right. Yeah, dude, like, I don't know, just being in this room is fucking killing me. That's about it. I promise I'm going to watch Gurren Lagann, right? Not today, because I'm just not, like, I need to be in a very certain mood to watch anime. Right, like, and by in a certain mood, I mean I just need to be in a good mood. Which, I have good days, but like, think of it like this, your bad days are my good days, right? So even if I'm having a good day, you know, it doesn't mean I'm in a good mood, right? I need to be in very expressive, like, a good mood to watch anime, or I just straight up cannot focus. I tried watching AOT when I was in a horrible mood, and I just, like, I don't know, I just couldn't concentrate on the story. I think I said this in our video, it just, like, the entire, like, I don't know, I just never got anything in the show. I was just very confused for most of the show, because I didn't know what the fuck was going on, right? Like Chainsaw Man. I watched Chainsaw Man in a good mood. It was great. I loved it. The only animes I think you should watch in a bad mood are the ones that, you know, they're, like, sad. Like Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I watched that in a horrible mood. And it's alright, listen, in my books, it's a fucking masterpiece, right? My only complaint about the show is it's so compact, right? That, like, I feel like they should have spread that anime between, like, 15 episodes and then just, you know, uncompacted it, because there's just so much going on at once, but still, it's just a fucking masterpiece, at least in my opinion. I know a lot of people disagree with that. But, like, it's personally my favorite anime, personally, right? Now, I know what you're gonna say. Bmack, what about fucking, I don't know, One Piece? The One Piece, right? It's, alright, A, I haven't watched One Piece. B, you also have to keep in mind I haven't watched that much anime in general, right? So this is the favorite of the ones I've watched. Like, I'm sure there's better ones out there, right? Like, I don't know, like fucking Dragon Ball. Is Dragon Ball even, like, I know everyone's watched it, but is it, like, great? I don't know. Never watched it. But, yeah, dude, I watched that shit in a bad mood, and just, like, for the next week, I was just, like, in the absolute gutter. But god damn it, like, it's a great anime. I could never rewatch it, though, because it would kill me. Not that there's any point to. I mean, I already know everything that's gonna happen. I feel like the only animes you really rewatch are, like, the fun ones, right? You don't really rewatch, like, sad anime. Like, I've rewatched One Punch Man, like, 3 times. Because it's just, like, a fun anime. I don't know. There's not even, like, a story. It's just, I don't know. Whatever. It's, I don't know what I said, though. But, well, just, yeah, back to what I was saying before. Just, I will watch Gurren Lagann, right? Just, probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Oh, my PS4 controller broke. Not that it's like I have another one right here. I just I literally just Sparrow gun or something. So like because I just had my one laying around. But like it's brand new, right? Because I bought it for because my mom doesn't take my controllers anymore, right? I can have them all night. She doesn't care. However, before that, I bought this one, right? For, you know, all-nighters. Or not all-nighters, just when I would, like, stay up past my fucking bedtime, because I'm in kindergarten and I have a bedtime, you know? Whatever. But I bought this one, right? I used it for a bit, and then I got busted. Not, like, it's not that she walked in, it's because my grandpa, I don't know how she even found out about this. It was like 3 weeks after it happened, but I guess my grandpa told her, like, oh yeah, we went to GameStop literally like a fucking month ago, I got this controller. Right? And she was like, where's the controller? Where? I know you have it. So I gave it to her, because you caught me, whatever. But, yeah, now that I don't really have a bedtime, this has just been like sitting in a room pretty much, right? Because I never really took it because I didn't have to. Because, you know, I had my air controller. But now that one's broken, I just went in there and just took this one, right? And the reason it broke was because, like, it wasn't like I got mad at Call of Duty and I fucking threw it, right? It's not that. It's because I got mad at Call of Duty and I hit it, like, with a... Usually if I get, like, super fucking angry, I'm so mad at a game, right? I'll just, like, just grab the nearest object and just slam it into my controller. Which in this case was this knife, right? But it wasn't opened like this, right? It was closed. So I just hit it with, like, the tail end, which you can see, it's like pointed, right? So I just fucking, right? And that wasn't what broke it, though, right? It, like, chipped it right here. Right, so every time I would just have my thumb, like, resting, it would, like, scrape, or I guess, like, kind of, like, cut my, like right here on my thumb, and it was kind of annoying. It still worked perfect. That's the one thing I like about PS4 controllers over Xbox controllers. Xbox controllers break in 2 fucking seconds. These things, alright, the other thing is, listen, these are durable as shit, right? Compared to Xbox, these are, like, actual, just, like, armor tanks, right? The other thing I like more about these is Xbox controllers, they're okay out the box, but then the button, like, wear out, especially the joysticks, is terrible over time. With PS4, I actually find that out of the box, they're worse than when you use them for a bit. Like, I'd rather have a PS4 controller that's, like, in, like, working condition, that's been used for, like, 6 months, rather than one out the box. I genuinely think they just feel better once you break them in a bit. But that's besides the point. What was I saying? I'll just go back to what I was saying before. So, like, it still worked, right? But I would, like, scrape my thumb. So, one moment. I bought this. There's a little, like, front plate for a controller, right? Like, you take the other one off and you put this one on, right? Issue is, while I was opening it, I guess I, like, missed a fucking screw or something. Because, you know, like, because this isn't the first, alright, because I did it with instructions last time, but this time I was like, I got it, right? And I wasn't, like, that careful, because, you know, I knew I had this controller. So even if I fucked up, I could just, you know, use this one. I was taking, I guess, like, the front plate off, and I was, like, trying to pry it off, and I was like, damn, it's taking a lot to, like, snap this off, because I already had all the screws off, right? And I remember this from last time, because I really had to use, like, all my strength to, like, snap the front plate off, but after that, it was fine. This time, it literally, like, snapped in half, right? And I was like, shit. So, but the only thing that was damaged was the front plate, which was, well, it was going to take off anyways. So I just, pretty much, because I didn't know what the fuck was holding it down. I still genuinely have no idea what the fuck was doing that, because I unscrewed all of the screws. There was nothing I needed to unplug. I checked. There was literally nothing keeping it bound to, like, the rest of the controller, so I don't know why it just didn't come up. But it's besides the point. I pried off the other half of the front plate, right? and then just like threw it out. And then I don't know. I was just very reckless because I knew I had this controller. Like I was just trying to open everything. And I was like, God damn, why is this so fucking hard? And I ended up like breaking something that like like one of the like boards or something, or like bent one of the like joystick things. I don't know. I just wasn't that careful, so it broke. But it's fine because I have this controller. And yeah, that's about it. I guess while I'm recording, might as well show you my progress on the guitar. Hang on. I bought just now, like just 10 minutes ago, I bought these rubber picks. Because my issue with like guitar picks, right, these, is they slip out of my hand because my hand gets sweaty, or like my fingers get sweaty and they just slip out so easily. Like it just, because it'll go from like this to like this and it's just sideways and you can't use it. And I have to like readjust it. And it's, like in the middle of playing, it's just annoying. Right. Now, I have not come very far in my guitar playing in the past, since the last time I recorded. And the reason is because I did not practice, right? But I plan on practicing now. Like, my passion is rekindled for the guitar. So I intend to actually, play. And hopefully within the next fucking century I can play like an actual song instead of just... Right? Because that's just like basic shit, right? It's just going back and forth between two fucking chords, right? It's not hard. At some point, I want to be able to just play a fucking song, like an actual song, like, the ones I mentioned, like BYOB, or like fucking Chop Suey, Toxicity, or, I don't know, what is, like, I guess, if I had to pick a song to know how to play on the guitar, right, I would definitely say Ride the Lightning by Metallica. However, if I had to, but that's not like my favorite song. Right, I'm just saying that because it's the most impressive to play. Because that song, like, the guitar on it is fucking crazy, right? However, I guess if I had to pick my favorite song to just play, like, that would be like the song I play if I'm like, in front of a fucking crowd or something, right? That would be the song I would like to know how to play. If I am just in my room, just jamming out, probably like... Either Wait and Bleed? No. Listen, it's a good song, but again, it's Slipknot. It's depressing. Cause I fucking love the song because the entire song is about this dude who's like bleeding out in a bathtub, and he thinks he's hallucinating, but as the song progresses, he finds out he isn't. And I don't know, it's just a great song. But, if I had to pick one, like, because it's hard off the top of my head. I'm sure if I went in my Spotify playlist right now, I could look at one and be like, oh yeah, that one, right? It's harder to think of off the top of my head, but definitely, like, it's the answer is on the tip of my tongue, man. It's like shit. Sorry I'm taking this long. I'd take a while to think. Literally any song by Nirvana. Actually, any of them. I have no bias. Any of them. I feel like those would be my favorite songs to just like play and jam out to or whatever. Because obviously I like Slipknot more, but I feel like if I like just, because I want to feel happy when I'm playing, right? I want to play a happy song. Like I don't want to hop on the guitar and just feel fucking sad, right? And besides, it's like, I feel like for Slipknot, you kind of need to play with like vocals, right? You feel me? It's like nobody's just out here listening to death metal without vocals, right? But if you just play like a fucking Nirvana or anything, it's just, I don't know, they're just simple. Like you can play just the Nirvana, I guess, guitar alone, if that makes sense. Right, and it'll sound good. If you take the guitar from just like, that's the other thing as well. Slipknot is just more intense, it's faster, it's more demanding, right? Nirvana, it's just, I don't know, you can just chill out. If you're into metal, well, I would say if you're into metal, check out Slipknot, but they're really like the first artist you should check out if you're getting into metal, so, yeah. I assume if you want to listen to metal, then you've already listened to them. But, dude, I could sit here and talk about music for like fucking hours, dude. I feel like that's the thing about metal as well. It's so diverse. Like I think it's easily the most diverse genre of music. Because it's like, alright, like, you may or may not have heard these, right? Heard these bands. Or I know for a fact you fucking heard them, but I just don't know if you remember what they sound like, right? 3 Days Grace and, like, Metallica, right? They're they are insanely different bands. They might as well not be the same genre, but they are, right? They're both metal. Or, like, a System of a Down and, you know, Slipknot. Again, both metal, although insanely different. They're pretty different. I wouldn't say they're, like, fucking, like, completely opposite ends of the spectrum. Like, BYOB, like, I know this is like the 50th time I've mentioned the song, but BYOB could most definitely be a Slipknot song. I'm not gonna ramble about it though, because I know you don't know anything about these bands. Right? It's like talking, it's like someone trying to convince you to watch a fucking TV show, right? Like, we both know you're not going to. Even though I really want you to, it's whatever, right? I know you don't have the time, I know it's just not, like, important to you. It's alright. But, also, this is alright, listen, I know everyone's like, oh my god, Bmack, stop rambling. The entire point of this video is I'm rambling. That's literally the entire point of it. It's just like this is just like an episode of how's Bmack doing? You know, I might make that a series. Just how's Bmack doing? And it's just me rambling. That might be what I do. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, this is episode 1. Alright. I'll upload them whenever the fuck I want, right? There's no schedule. I don't care. But they will just be me rambling about shit that's going on in my life or things I'm interested in for however long I want to. Yeah, that's about it. This has been the end of How's Bmack Doing episode 1. I'll see you in the next video. I wish I had the hang on, let me get the outro music. It's hang on, because I have Spotify pulled up on my PS4. One second. Just give me a bit. Hang on. God damn, bro, where's this remote? Definitely wasn't just me showing off my juicy ass. That was the wrong word. Thick. God. I hate my choice of words. Fuck, whatever. I'm not funny. I'm not. I know that entire fucking skit I just did for like 30 seconds wasn't funny. Is it this one? Yeah. This has been the end of How's Bmack Doing? Episode 1. I will see you next time.